Half hard to start, aiming for a bit of a fade off the left. Down the right side, perfect. So caught that one a little bit heely, and it's in the middle of winter, so we've come up a bit short of normal where I would on this hole. So I've got 217 to the flag. It's wet uphill. Not going to get there, but I'm just going to try and get as close as I can. So I've got 4 hybrid. Off the downslope again, play a little bit of a fade. Just leaked it out right. Just sitting in the rough. First cut, but have a good angle in. So just found ourselves in the first cut here. It's pretty generous for being called the first cut. It's not really rough. 50 meters on the dot, playing uphill. Got my 60-degree wedge. Just gonna hit pretty stock pitch shot. Try and get it somewhere near the hole. That's too far. Yeah, that'll be just on the back of the green. So I've flown it just a little bit too far. This green's pretty narrow, just on the back here, left to right towards the camera. Putting downhill anywhere close within 3 feet will be a good result for me. Yep, happy with that. So we've got a nice downhill par 3 here. Playing 173 meters today. So playing downhill, it will take a bit of the yardage off, but it is cold out here. It's wet. So I'm going to take a 5-iron and just play a little punch shot. Go for a fade. My natural shape. So off the corner of that tree that's overhanging the middle of the green will be a good result. Perfect. Going straight at it. Great result there, straight at the pin, probably about 2 meters over. Yeah, ended up real nice here. About 3 meters past the pin. Actually flirted a little closer with the pin than what I was trying to. I was trying to put it in the center of the green, but good miss hit for it not to fade as much as I wanted it to. Alright, so we got a downhill putt right to left. Good opportunity at birdie here. Didn't break as much. Damn. Stress-free par, on to the next. Beautiful hole, this one, the 12th. Straight out of this little echo chamber here. Up the fairway, nice long par 4. It's the hardest rated hole on the course. So ideal shot. Nice little draw. Just off the right side of the fairway, just feeding back in. Give this one a little bit extra. Try and get it up closer. Perfect. It'll be up there, give me a good wedge into the green. Pretty much stop dead because it's nice and wet. Great drive here. A bit of a mud ball, so we're going to clean that off. So allowed. Split the center of the fairway, I got 103 meters to the pin. Pin looks to be middle, maybe just slightly back of middle. So it's nice and wet, so again, I'm going to get quite a bit of spin. So I'm just going to hit a pitching wedge. Nice little half punch shot. It's a little bit right. Good distance, as long as it doesn't spin. Yep, so good spot there. Pretty much stopped directly on its pitch mark. Spun back just a tiny bit. Got about 4 meters for the birdie here. Again, good opportunity. So we've got right to left breaker. It's going across the slope. Got noisy birds as well cheering me on. Just a little bit too firm. Little tester, about 4 feet. Slight left to right break. And I whiffed it. That's bad. Alright, important thing is to not dwell on past shots. Can't do anything about it now. So we've got 140 up the hill here. This par 3 is quite deceptive because it plays uphill and it actually takes a bit more distance than I usually think. So usually I just hit a punch 7-iron up this hill. But what I'm going to do is actually take a 6-iron because with it being cold, and soft the slope of the green is back to front, and I almost always spin off. So I'm going to go with one extra club, hit a bit more of a draw in there just to try and help it stick on the green and not spin all the way back. Didn't quite catch it right. A little thin and fadey, but it's worked out well. We're on the green. Worked out quite well. Still center of the green. 4 meters for birdie now. This one is downhill dramatically, going right to left. So it's going to break quite a lot. Going to be giving it a decent amount of break and just dribbling it down towards the hole. Nearly. Good effort. Stress-free par. On to the next. Great opportunity to hold this one. So it's a par 5, short one. It's only 446 meters. Dog leg right to left around the corner. Ideal shot. Taking it over the corner of those trees with a nice little draw. Smoked. That is perfect position. It actually didn't draw as much as I thought it was going to. It straightened up and I've ended up on the right side of the fairway. Ideally it would have drawn and I would have finished just up on the flat up here. I've got 148 meters. It's uphill. I've got a 5-iron because I'm going to play my punch shot again. I don't like playing full iron swings, especially in winter. Spins way too much. This green, again, pretty narrow from front to back, so going to hit a fade off the bunker there. Just try and land somewhere near the pin. Give myself a look at eagle. Same shot as the par 3. Just towed it a bit, just off the right side of the green. Not actually sure whether I'm going to putt or chip this just yet. Comes downhill and then uphill through the fringe. Then I've got about 10 meters of green. It's going to run away from me. It runs down to the hole from here. And honestly, that's too much putting through the fringe to what I like to do. So I'm going to chip this. I'm going to play it quite low. Land it just a meter on, or in that first meter of the fringe, and let it just roll out down to the hole. Rode up the face just a little bit. So pretty poor result. Have a chance for the birdie still though. So downhill, right to left putt. See if I can get one back. There we go. It's good. Pretty disappointed if I wasn't going to make an eagle or a birdie there. Gets me back to even. Nice little par 3 here. 127 down the hill. I've got a 9-iron. Just going to play a little punch shot. Playing down in the cold. It's probably going to be around maybe a 122 shot. I don't see it actually taking that much. Just going to hit a nice punch 9-iron. If it goes past the pin, it'll spin back, which is kind of what I want. So I'm going to play a nice little fade in there, land it past the pin, spin it back. Bit thin, might be just short actually. Yeah, front edge of the green. Another missed strike there. Still got an uphill putt for birdie though. Yeah, so came up a little short. It's okay though, still a good opportunity for birdie. Landed just here into a little upslope at the start of the green. So uphill, right to left breaker here. It really dives at the end, so I've got to give it a little bit more break than I normally would. And it's nice and slow, so I've got to make sure I actually get it up the hill. Break. Ooh, good effort. Easy par. Bit of an annoying tee shot this par 4, so dog leg to the right. Dog leg's only for the last 30 meters, and it's all uphill and the fairway slopes from left to right. In summer, I can just fly it all the way to the top of the slope, but in winter and today it's nice and cold, bit of a different story. So still going to hit a driver, going to hit a fade off the left side of the fairway and hopefully just end up somewhere on that upslope. Nearly topped the ball. So it's finished up just on the left of the cart path. It's not the worst in the world. Very bad strike there, right out of the low heel. So I'll have about 90, 80 meters in, but a good angle. So I've not left myself in the greatest position here. I'm up against the tree, 92 meters, but there's a ton of sticks around. So moving these without moving the ball is a bit of a difficult operation. Can't move that one. Can maybe move these two. Yep. Alright, nearly moved it. Alright, that's as good as I'm going to get. Honestly, it's going to be a struggle to get a swing on here. So I'm going to try and hit a shot. It banks around off the left there, so I'm going to try and hit a punch shot with a little bit of a fade and hope that it rolls just onto the left fringe. Honestly, that's best result I could kind of hope for. I'm not going to get that great of a strike, and there's still a lot of sticks around. Alright, we'll see what we can do. It was always going to be difficult. That's quite barky as well, very soft. So it's rolling over to the side of the fairway just there. Have to hit a good wedge shot in now. Alright, so this is where we ended up. It's on a severe slope, so the camera's actually barely staying standing. 69 meters. We've only just fallen into the first cut. Local rules here for winter relief is that you can still move it in the first cut. What was it? 69 meters. Alright. Got my 52-degree wedge. Pins up the back. It's going to launch a bit higher. Hopefully sit a bit soft. Need to get this one close. That's fat. That's front to middle of the green. Going to be a long putt for par. So I've got a pretty long putt for par here. Probably about 12, maybe 15 meters. Very poor wedge shot just there. This is going to roll fairly straight. It's kind of on a little bit of a tabletop. Might roll a little bit to the right in the middle section. And then at the end it'll go to the left. Bad strike, a little bit toey. Still within a few feet, so clean up here, tap it in. Oh man, that is such a bad putt. That is a very bad putt. Pulled it. Poor. Really not happy with that bogey there, but again, can't do anything about it. Just got to look forward, try and make good swings on these last couple of holes. See if I can get one back. Alright, so we've got another par 4 here, dog legs right around the corner. It's honestly a bit of a dangerous play hitting driver here for me. If I don't hit my shape, I'm going straight through onto the 14th. And if I overcook it, it's trees. So not necessarily the best play with driver, but I want to get as far up towards the green as I possibly can. Give myself the best opportunity to make a birdie. Keep cutting. Little Healy strike, get away with it. We'll be just in the left rough on the fairway there, but I'll have a wedge in, which is what we wanted. Nice and wet, so the ball's pretty much stuck where it landed. We've got 75 meters left to the pin. It is actually middle to front. This green will spin again, so I'm going to try and land it pretty much pin high with a little bit of a higher flight. Caught it fat. Bad shot there. Very wet out here, so very punishing if you even just slightly miss. Got my 60-degree wedge. Got a lot of ground to cover. Going to play a bit of a higher shot, bit of spin. It'll stick very fast landing on this screen. Again, a little heavy. I hit that only maybe a millimeter heavy and it's come up short. Still got a chance at saving par. 5 feet for par. Uphill, slight right to left. Just going to be firm, knock it in the heart. Alright, 18th hole. Narrow landing area for drive here for me. Honestly, the best choice is probably just a 4 or 5 iron off the tee. Just lay it up into the main heart of the fairway. But being wet and just having a bit of a casual round, just going to hit driver, little draw, and then try and get it as close as I can for a nice little chip, finish with a birdie. Little overdraw, but that'll work out. Landed quite soft, just up the front, just off the front of the fringe of the green. Good result. Very wet up here. So I've got my 56 pins in the middle of the green. Gonna hit a nice low shot, 1-2 skip, have it stop just next to the pin. Came out a bit high, bouncy and a bit short. Just not quite getting that contact on the chips today out here with this ground. A bit longer than I did want for the birdie on the last hole. It's what you get when you hit a poor shot. Gotta deal with the consequence. So uphill, right to left, not too much. Again, just be nice and firm. Should be able to drain this. It's a good way to finish. Oh, not the best round. Some good shots, some bad shots. Not the easiest playing when the course is in such a wet condition. But gonna get back in the YouTube game now. Start posting some more regular long form content. So like, subscribe, follow along. Let me know what you want to see. Catch you in the next video.